Hey everyone, it's Coach Christine and welcome to this week's edition of Christine's Kitchen. So we are going to make a delicious meal. Basically what we're doing doesn't require any cooking at all. It's all raw ingredients, but wait, I know you're like, what? Do you want me to eat raw stuff? Yes, I do. And here's why. It's naturally vegan, naturally gluten-free, guaranteed to be a crowd pleaser. What are we making, you ask? Here we go. We're going to be doing a Thai quinoa peanut salad. It is outstanding and so good. So really the only thing that you're going to be cooking is your quinoa. So for quinoa, I use like a Canadian brand quinoa. So it's 4 cups of water to 1 cup of quinoa. You boil the water, you throw the quinoa in, you simmer it for 12 minutes, and you put it through a strainer. It is so easy. If you could boil water, you could make this. So once you have it, you're going to take about 2 to 3 cups of it and let it cool, and we're going to use that for the base of our salad. Now I'm using quinoa instead of rice because it's a little bit higher in protein and a naturally gluten-free grain. So grab your quinoa and pour it into a large mixing bowl to get you started. Now all of the ingredients that we're going to be putting in, I will post the recipe at the end of this video so you'll have the exact measurements. I basically am just I've eyeballed what I've cut because I've made it a handful of times, so I just sort of know. But work with me here. Okay, so to the quinoa, you're going to add 2 carrots that are already shredded. So we take that, put it into the bowl. Easy breezy so far, right? To that, you're gonna take red cabbage and shred it. At the store today, I found basically a really small red cabbage head. I cut half of that up. So it literally is gonna be maybe, I don't know, 1.5 cups to 2 cups total. So we'll add that into here. We're gonna take 1 red bell pepper, chop that up, add it to your mix. Take about 1/2 of a red onion, chop it up as well, pour it in. You can add in 2 green onions that are chopped. Super easy so far. Then you're gonna take about 1 cup of edamame and pour that in. Edamame is also really good as a protein substitute. You're gonna get a great amount of protein there. If you would like to add just a little kick, this is optional, chop up a single jalapeno and pour it into your mix. And then you wanna take about 1/2 of a bunch of cilantro and chop it up. And we're gonna pour that in as well. So you've got all of that. All of the ingredients are basically in. Then you're gonna take 1/4 cup of peanuts. If you have a peanut allergy, you're gonna wanna stay away from this recipe because it is pretty peanut buttery. But if not, enjoy. This one is fantastic. So take your peanuts, pour them in as well. Now here's what you have, a gigantic bowl filled with all of these colors. Now, at the end of this, I will tell you what some of the nutrient values are and why we're eating what we're eating. But that aside, I don't even care about that. I mean, I should. I'm a trainer and I do care about health. But this is just so stinking pretty and there's so many colors to it and that makes me happy in itself. So that is why we're making this, because it's pretty. So once you have all of this, take 2 forks or your handy dandy salad tongs, and you're gonna mix this all together so that it's just basically mixes. I mean, I'm gonna call it what it is. To that, we need to make a dressing. So that's where it gets really exciting. We're gonna make a Thai peanut sauce for this. So that was, what, 30 seconds of your time? The most that it's gonna take for this is about 15 minutes start to finish. And that is going to include cooking your quinoa. So while your quinoa is cooking, you could chop the rest of the veggies and have everything set out and ready. You mix it in, and then we're gonna make the dressing for this. So stay with me. We're gonna get those ingredients out right now. Okay, so the dressing is super easy. To start for the base, you need 1/4 cup of peanut butter. Creamy is the best for this because, you know, crunchy just isn't gonna do it. Then to that, you wanna add in 2 tablespoons of warm water along with a clove of garlic. So I've already put my garlic into my warm water just to mix it up a little bit easier. You're gonna take The juice from about a half of a lime. If you don't have a lime on hand, just regular lime juice is fine. And honestly, about a half a tablespoon is all that you're going to need for that. After that, you want to take a tablespoon each of rice or white wine vinegar, along with a tablespoon of soy sauce, and then a tablespoon, and you can choose to use maple syrup or honey. Either of them are going to work. It's not going to change the flavor complex that much. So just pick what you have in the house. I happen to have pure maple syrup, so that's what we're using for this. And then last but not least, you want to take 2 tablespoons of ground ginger. So let's get our tablespoons here. Just dry out the measuring cup. Add in our 2 tablespoons. And it's really pretty simple. Not a whole lot of ingredients go into this, but the flavor is going to be explosive and so yummy. You will love this, I guarantee it. So take all of the ingredients, take a whisk or just a thin spatula, and you're going to mix this up until it all comes into a nice, creamy, blended little dressing. We will get ready to pour this on, mix it all together, and then we will have the perfect pairing ready to go for dinner. All right, let's see what happens. All right, let's put all of this together. So we've got our dressing. We're just gonna pour this evenly over the top of our salad, and then we will mix this together. Now, I'm gonna tell you as we're mixing it, that this is amazing cold, and it's amazing as a dish totally on its own. So you could eat this as a meal and don't think twice about it. Now, you could also heat it up and add a little bit of chicken or like a little bit of barbecued pork, whatever kind of protein that you like. Tofu would be really good in here also. But it's great warm, it's great cold, it's great as a side dish or as the main dish. This is just one of my all-time favorite go-tos, and it stores well. You can keep this in an airtight container in the refrigerator for 4 to 5 days and have leftovers and be great with it. Now, I promised to tell you all of the health benefits of this dish, and there are so many that I had to write them down, so bear with me. So, taking it from the top, we know we have quinoa, which is a gluten-free grain, and it's packed with protein. So that's why we chose that in place of rice today. We put edamame in, and the edamame, in addition to being an amazing source of protein, it is also really rich in fiber as well as vitamin K. We added carrots. Now, carrots, as we all know, boost your eye health, but did you know that when you eat carrots, it also increases the quality and thickness of your hair? So it's going to be healthy, stronger, shinier. So great added bonus to that. No need for that keratin treatment when you're eating extra carrots in here. Then you have cabbage. So the red cabbage, and this one I found really great. Not only is it low in calories, but it also helps, I can't talk today. Welcome to my world. It helps reduce inflammation and overall heart health. We've added red onion. This is filled with sulfur compounds. Those are going to protect the body from ulcers as well as assorted various cancers. It can also fight all of the bacteria that's in your gut that can go and create urinary tract infections. So that's fantastic, because normally when we think of urinary tract, we think cranberry juice. Red onions are a great way to have those natural bacteria fighters to eliminate that before it even starts. Red bell peppers are packed with vitamins. It's low in calories. It's an excellent source of vitamin A, C, and potassium. And potassium is great when you're looking at reducing inflammation and soreness after a workout. So muscle recovery is really important when you're looking at having potassium involved. And the cilantro, of course, actually will rid the body of heavy metals. It lowers the blood sugar levels, it lowers anxiety, and cilantro can actually help you improve your sleep. So that is a win of a million health benefits if you ask me. So grab a dish, serve up some amazing salad, have your wine, and enjoy the rest of your night. That is it for today, But stay tuned for next week. We are going into St. Patrick's Day week. So who knows, maybe we'll see some traditional Irish stew come up on our next episode. Have a wonderful weekend. From my kitchen to yours, stay safe and healthy, and we'll see you next time.